Wild Cheese Chase.
When he hears that fire alarm, Sam is always cool and calm. If you're stuck, give him a shout. He'll be there to help you out. So move aside, make way for Fireman Sam, 'cause he's gonna save the day. Fireman Sam, 'cause he's brave to the core. Sam is the hero next door.
A very special event is being held in Pontypandy today. It's the annual Pontypandy Cheese Roll Challenge, when competitors race after a wheel of cheese rolled down a nearby hillside. Everyone wants to be the first to reach and be the winner of the famed Pontypandy Pecorino cheese. Dillis's shop has been busy all morning, and Mike is making some final preparations for the big event. Under the watchful eye of Station Officer Steele, he carries the large round cheese out to his delivery van.
Oh, that's it, Flood. Don't forget to bend the knees.
The delicious smell of cheese fills the air, and soon Dillis's son Norman appears, his tummy rumbling, clutching a slice of bread in each hand. Fireman Sam's mouth is watering too.
That pungent Pontypandy pepperoni does smell good, Dillis.
Mom, I want to make a sandwich. Can I have some cheese?
Oh, I'm sorry, my little treasure, but this is all the cheese we have left.
And we can't have the Pontypandy Cheese Roll Challenge without cheese.
What's a cheese roll challenge?
Why, it's the most exciting event of the year.
Station Officer Steele rolls the cheese wheel down a hill, and the first person to catch it wins it as a prize.
Oh, but I'm starving. I only want a tiny piece of cheese.
Absolutely not, Norman Price. The cheese won't roll downhill if it's not perfectly round.
What, Mom?
Norman throws his arms up in disappointment, and he accidentally knocks the cheese out of Mike's hands. The enormous wheel of cheese lands heavily on poor Mike's foot. The cheese rolls out of the shop and only stops when it smacks into Mike's van.
Oh, yeah. Now, why didn't I think of that in the first place?
A short while later, at the fire station.
It's just you and me today, Elvis. Station Officer Steele and Penny are at the Cheese Roll Challenge.
However, the pair aren't quite alone. Radar the dog creeps up and watches Sam unpack the contents of a paper bag.
So I bought us some ingredients for lunch. And if we can't be at the cheese roll, then how about a sausage roll? Good one, Sam. No one loves a sausage roll more than me.
Maybe someone does love sausage rolls more than Elvis. Meanwhile, Station Officer Steele, Norman, Mandy, and the Pontypandy Cheese Roll Challenge contestants are heading to the mountains on the Pontypandy Flyer. Station Officer Steele keeps a vigilant eye on the cheese and soon catches Norman trying to steal a bite.
Don't even think about it, Norman Price.
But
this cheese belongs to today's winner.
Oh, then I'll have to win the Pontypandy Cheese Roll Challenge.
Norman's friend Mandy doesn't seem convinced he can win the Great Cheese Rolling Challenge.
Not in a million years, Norman.
Back at the fire station, Elvis carefully removes a tray of golden brown sausage rolls from the oven.
Oh, hot. I think you need to cool down a bit.
And places them on the table to cool. He pops outside to see Fireman Sam, who's testing Saturn, the remote-controlled quadcopter drone. Saturn has special cameras used for firefighting work.
Oh, hello, Saturn. All working okay, Sam? Absolutely perfectly, Elvis. Its heat-seeking sensors have detected you already.
Elvis looks at Saturn's screen excitedly, where he can see that Saturn's sensors are measuring the temperature of their surroundings. Cold areas are shown as grey on the screen, and warm areas, where there are humans or animals, are red.
Oh, cool. Hot. Oh, and look, now it's spotted someone in the kitchen. Oh, no, it's Radar. And he's found my sausage roll!
Elvis sprints back to the kitchen, but it's too late.
Oh,
Radar has wolfed down all but one of the warm sausage rolls, which the thoughtful pup offers to Elvis.
now I'm going to have to bake another batch.
While Elvis bakes a fresh batch of sausage rolls, the Pontypandy Flyer reaches its destination high in the mountains. Station Officer Steele grabs a megaphone to welcome everyone to the exciting annual event. The contestants are stretching and limbering up, ready for the chase.
Welcome to the Pontypandy Cheese Roll Challenge. Competitors to the starting line. That cheese is as good as mine, eh? No, why, mate? That's my tucker.
In your dreams, gentlemen.
As Moose, Tom and Penny argue about who has the best chances of winning, an excited Norman heads towards the starting line.
Where do you think you're going?
To the starting line.
Not on your Nelly. According to cheese rolling rule number 67, only adults who have filled out the correct entry forms 3 months in advance may enter the contest.
I told you, Norman, you'll never get that cheese.
Norman thinks hard. When he spies a long broken branch in a nearby field, he has a cunning plan.
Oh, yes, I will.
Back at the fire station with Sam, Elvis takes a new tray of freshly baked sausage rolls out of the oven, his mouth drooling in anticipation of the tasty treat.
Oh, hot! Oh, these will need time to cool off. And I'm getting really hungry now.
Radar suddenly appears in the door, tail wagging. He's clearly hungry too. Sam is immediately suspicious.
It might be a good idea to hide the sausage rolls this time, Elvis.
Oh, yes, Sam. And I know the perfect place where Radar will never find them.
Back in the mountains, the annual cheese rolling event is about to begin. As the contestants make their way to the starting line, Norman and Mandy hide behind a bush with the broken branch, right in the path of the cheese.
Norman, are you sure you should be doing this?
Yes, Mandy, I need to get that cheese. Oh, I can almost taste it.
Take your marks.
Be careful, Mike.
Helen is worried about Mike getting injured again.
Your injuries have only just healed from last year.
Of course I'll be careful, love.
Station Officer Steele is already pushing the cheese to the starting line in a wheelbarrow.
Get cheddar!
He tips it out, and the Great Cheese Roll Challenge has begun. Encouraged by the crowd, Trevor, Charlie, Moose, Tom, Penny and Mike rush after the cheese, desperate to be the one to catch it as it bounces down the mountain.
Come on, Mike!
Come on, cheesy boy!
Unnoticed by the contestants, Norman peeps out from behind the bush and prods the cheese with his branch, changing its direction and sending it rolling a different way.
Yes!
Norman sprints after it, leaving the adult contestants charging down the hill in completely the wrong direction. Back at the station, Sam has given Elvis a go at flying Saturn. Elvis glances at the screen of the controller to check the temperature of the training tower. But what else does he see?
Saturn really is great, Sam. Look, its heat-seeking sensors have even spotted our sausage rolls in their top secret hiding place. Oh, and look, it's Radar!
Unbelievable! Radar's finely tuned nose has led him all the way to the warm sausage rolls hidden at the top of the training tower. Shocked, Elvis drops the controller, causing the quadcopter to tumble out of the sky and smash into pieces on the ground. Sam and Elvis stare up in glum disbelief at the tower's viewing platform, where Radar is cheerfully polishing off the last of the sausage rolls.
I was really looking forward to those.
Meanwhile, on the hillside, the competitors run clumsily down the slope until someone at the back trips, tumbles forward, and they all end up in a tangled heap. amidst the chaos, Mike clutches something round and lifts it victoriously above his head.
Got it! Yes!
But it's not the wheel of cheese, it's an old car tyre.
Eh?
He drops it in surprise, right onto his poor foot.
Ow! Oh, my foot! Again!
Dillis and Moose begin to look concerned.
So, where the Grizzlies is the cheese?
And where's my little treasure?
Norman Price, he's running off down another part of the hillside, hot on the heels of the real cheese, and is now within touching distance.
Slow down, Cheese!
But suddenly, the golden Pontypandy Pecorino cheese wheel bounces over the side of a steep cliff and lands on a narrow rock ledge below. Norman peers over the edge of the cliff.
Ah, you're not getting away that easily, Cheese!
And clambers down. By now, the adults have become worried.
No cheese and no Norman Price. I smell trouble.
I thought that was the cheese.
Excuse me, Station Officer Steele, but,
Mandy has no choice but to admit there may have been some underhanded tactics.
Norman sent the cheese rolling off the course and ran off after it.
That's treacherous terrain out there.
Oh, no! My little treasure is lost in the mountains. Ooh.
Don't worry, Dillis. We'll find him, but it's quite a wide area.